Welcome to Grindhouse Funhouse 31 Days of Horror. Tonight's spooky pick, Beyond the Door. It's about a young woman who starts developing strange behaviors while pregnant with her third child. She's starting to show signs of full-blown demonic possession. Could it be that she's scaring the child of Satan? Beyond this door, the most terrifying event in the history of mankind is about to occur. Nope, ain't nothing terrifying about it. The movie's biggest sin for me is that it's dreadfully dull most of the time until it isn't and goes to another level of Italian movie nuttiness. So what I'm gonna do here is just gonna give you the highlights, a rundown of all the crazy batshit things happening so that you know what's up. And also, I want to save you 108 minutes of your life because time is the most valuable thing a man or woman can spend. And I just want to bring value to your life, even if it's for a brief moment. It starts with the devil talking straight to us and is a real chatterbox, that one.
Dimitri, why did you let her get away? I could have used her.
Bearded man going over a cliff in his red car, which that accident looms over the entire movie. We cut to a mom played by Juliet Mills and her two kids driving around beautiful 70s San Francisco, with her two kids sitting in the back seat, and her youngest son drinks Campbell's soup with a straw straight out of the can while her young daughter reads Love Story, which she has dozen copies of for some reason.
Hey, you son of a bitch!
And has a mouth on her, sassing her family like she's a 21-year-old hippie chick.
I'll tell you something, man. There are times when bringing up parents is a real pain. When Dad starts trying to get all sexy and with it, that's a real bad scene. Hey, remember that crazy nickname you gave him? What was it? Asshole.
Then we meet her husband, Robert, a record executive and also, side note, has a very punchable face. We see him producing a funk band that is scoring that very moment we are watching, who doesn't like the way they're playing their song and gives them this zinger.
Stop! No. It's too dead. It's got about as much balls as a castrated jellyfish.
I actually googled, do jellyfish have testicles? And of course they do, why'd I even doubt it? Juliet Mills is starting to show signs of her possession. She's in the office of her gynecologist / friend talking about it.
Show that you're pregnant, all right. Not by 7 weeks, though, but by 3 months.
Then she goes back home, goes nuts on Robert's fishes. And being that it was an Italian production, you know all those fishes were dead and gone on the spot. Is the devil snoring or farting here? I'm not quite sure. She then proceeds to French kiss her 5-year-old son. Thankfully, no tongue. She has a craving, and what does she do? She eats a banana peel right off the dirty San Francisco streets. So we're back at the house and her son talks to an empty rocking chair, and what do we see on his bedroom wall? A poster of a Campbell's soup can, of course. What every 70s kid in America had. And a scene I'll admit has some visual flair to it. The kid's doll trashes his room. You had to have the obligatory head turn. The score slaps. If there's one thing 70s Italian horror movies never disappoint you with, is the score. Listen to that sweet electro funk. Was that a skill Juliet Mills had listed on her resume? Don't forget to pack those cans now. It's almost as if before the camera started rolling and yelling action, the director got up and slapped that kid right in the face. We watched Dimitri, Jessica's ex, the bearded guy from the beginning of the movie that's been skulking around. He's so magnetic, so Jessica says in a voiceover. Can you feel the charisma? We get a musical interlude of Robert walking around aimlessly, which is something they really like to do in this movie. And a street band attacks him with their music, and you're supposed to think, oh, the devil is taking possession of them. And this dude right here has a flute up his nose, playing the fuck out of it.
No one will help you.
How Gabriele, Lavia, who played Robert, didn't just straight up laugh throughout the whole thing like I would have is a real acting talent and worthy of a tip of the hat. When did they have time to put a straight jacket on her? Where did they get it? Hey look, an eyeball. I kill you.
I'll kill you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
Who put her back in the straight jacket and she was willing to let it happen? The leap in logic in this is mind-numbing. More brain vomit, and a shot of it which was purple and animated. Why was this added there? Who the hell knows? Well, maybe the devil knows. As if The Exorcist was solely based on Regan vomiting, they made a whole movie of just that one thing, which I guess for a very low-budget movie is easily doable. The whole point of this was Dimitri, who's a Satanist, arranging for her to give birth to the Antichrist. Because the devil saved his ass in the car accident we saw at the beginning, but he finds out that the devil wasn't really gonna save him and did it all for shits and giggles. Oh, that pesky devil. So now she's back to normal all of a sudden, with her baby wrapped in a blanket on the floor with no mouth. Then they're on a boat. Soup-loving kid opens up a gift he brought with him for some reason. Opens it, it's the red car from the beginning. His eyes turns green, he's the one possessed now. The end. So I'm pretty sure this movie was made by an alien under the name Ovidio G. Assonitis, who had his own interpretation of Rosemary's Baby and The Exorcist, and wanted to share it with the world, taking some of the highlights people remember from those two movies and cherry-pick the best moments that suited their needs, but not comprehend their effectiveness in those movies and just trying to replicate them here to lackluster effect. I spent way too much talking about Beyond the Door. It's not a so bad it's good horror B-movie, most of it is dull, and at an hour and 48 minutes you feel that slow dull pace. I just gave you all the best parts. You've seen Beyond the Door, you've made it, congratulations. If somehow you still want to see it, links to streaming or purchasing Beyond the Door are available in the description below. Let me know your thoughts on Beyond the Door and come back tomorrow for another 31 Days of Horror Spooky Pick.